Hi guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is F1 Fanatics. Welcome back to the channel and to another episode of F1 Fantasy Weekly, and we're late.
We're late.
By a day.
By only a day. Come on now.
But we know there was potentially riots outside F1 Fanatics headquarters calling for our heads. We want fantasy, and we want fantasy news now. We need updates, and we need your content.
Yep. But luckily we just chucked a few cans of tear gas into the rioters. They dispersed. No one was harmed.
Order was maintained. Order was maintained. Never question our authority. But yes, sorry. Respect my authority.
Let's get into the review and preview of the Portuguese and Spanish Grand Prix for F1 Fantasy.
Woo! Okay, the game where you get 100 million budget to pick 5 drivers, 1 constructor to score points over the course of the weekend in qualifying and the race to compete against your friends and the world. Yes, didn't budget this week.
Bad. You nailed it.
Good stuff. But so we'll get straight into it because it's busy with reviews and previews on that aspect. Screen record starts now.
Excellent. How did you do this week?
I did pretty decent.
Actually, this is the first week where we've diverged.
I beat you.
You beat me by like 5 points.
Massive difference. Massive difference.
Russell let me down, although...
Russell also let me down, as we can see from here. But, yeah, you can see moved up to 171 in the league. They made the top 200 again, so I guess that's positive.
Oh, I may not actually be there in the top 200. Yikes.
Wow, 5 points, really splitting it? God, big.
It could be. One. It could be, because it's so close at the moment.
I'm at 4.6 thousandth out of 24,000 to try and win my Alonso cap.
Anyway, your team: Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, Turbo Checo, George Russell. And then you went for the gamble of McLaren. That kinda didn't pay off.
I think I got a price increase with McLaren, so it paid off in that aspect.
Yes, you did get 0.1.
For the small points advantage, I got the money.
Although you're going to
got money.
Probably take them out of your team for next week.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But because their price is already dropping.
Okay.
We'll come on to that on the preview though.
Okay. Well, you may see some last
week. Went for McLaren, which enabled you to go Checo, Leclerc, and Norris, and that was just big points. It was only Russell really. The Williams looked so good. They said they were going for points, and then they were so bad, slower than Haas. Did Mick get above both?
And as you can see, Mick Schumacher's already coming.
He's already in there.
He's already gone in. I've decided to go for that. But we'll talk more about that in the preview. But we'll go through the points because this is the points. This is Stephen's time to shine. This is where the spreadsheet has its day in the sunshine.
Oh, yeah. So, the top 5. Lewis Hamilton, 43 points. Max Verstappen with 37 points. Valtteri Bottas with 32 points. Lando Norris, best turbo pick of the weekend, yet again 3 times in a row with 27 points. And Checo Perez, 23 points. With Charles Leclerc narrowly missing out on the top 5 with 22 points.
Yeah, pretty solid picks all round from that. The difference in price, it still favours Hamilton because only 6 points does there, but you're easily can make up those 6 points with the budget that is released from having Verstappen
you get
than Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
So that's pretty easy. Unless, of course, you pick George Russell, it would appear.
Yeah.
And the exciting news, before I let you go through everything else, because we're in a corner right now, but look up in the corner, look at us, because the exciting news, now look back at the spreadsheet. Mick Schumacher. Look, 11! He's done it for a third week in a row! How many races can he continue to get 11 points? Find out next week on F1 Fantasy for the Spanish GP preview to see if he gets another 11 points. Mick Schumacher, Mr. 11. He shouldn't be 47. That's his number, isn't it? He should be 11 because he's got 11 points. And that's how many world titles he's going to end up with.
Oh, wow.
Don't know. He had a good weekend, though, to be fair, Mick
Mr.
Schumacher.
Consistency is also consistent on F1 Fantasy with 11 points. But the rest of the points, Esteban Ocon beat his teammate with 18 points, whilst Fernando Alonso got 17 points. Daniel Ricciardo got 14. Mick got 11. Pierre Gasly got 10. Lance Stroll and Giovinazzi got 8 points. Did I read that right?
Yes.
Yeah, Mazepin and Vettel got 4 points. George Russell got... Wait, does that say 3?
It does. It does say 3.
I've messed up there. Should be George Russell, Carlos Sainz, Yuki Tsunoda, Nicholas Latifi, all on 2 points. The 2-point club!
Oh, Russell did get 3.
Oh, he did get 3.
Yeah, he did get 3.
I'm thinking in my... He's kicked out the 2-point club then. He's now in the 3-point club, which is a club of 1. Whereas the 2-point club is Sainz, Yuki and Latifi. And then Kimi Räikkönen, the only retiree, with minus 13 points. Bam!
Damn.
Kimi was distracted with something on his steering wheel and then just drove on the back of Giovinazzi. Yeah. So there's the points. Should we have a look at the teams?
Okay then. Let's have a look at the teams.
Oh, actually, one note on the drivers.
Go back.
11s. Good showing for the Alpines, Esteban and Alonso, although especially Esteban because he's like 4-5 million cheaper than Alonso. I think it's 4. No, actually, it could be 5, depending on how much Alonso's dropped by now. Very solid showing from them. Another disappointing weekend from AlphaTauri, but I guess they're not too expensive price-wise. Onto the teams.
Onto the teams.
So Mercedes destroyed out at the top with 70 points, beating Red Bull by 15 points, who had 55.
But again, in the price difference, it really doesn't matter too much.
You can make that up with your drivers. Red Bull 46... McLaren 46 points, obviously with that 10-point streak bonus. Alpine got 30 points, big score there. Ferrari disappointed 19 points. And then Haas 10, and then AlphaTauri, Aston Martin got 7. Alfa Romeo got 5.
It would have been worth it if Ricciardo didn't stuff qualifying.
Yeah. And Williams didn't want to score any points, so they got 0.
So they got nothing. Yeah.
Well, McLaren, their race streak didn't end up being that mega because of Ricciardo struggled in qualifying, not counting Q1. So
every person who had the McLaren streak, when they saw Ricciardo go out in Q1, their hearts just sunk.
And I was celebrating.
Yeah, Stephen was, because he decided to stick with Red Bull.
If he got into Q3, I think that would have been a mega points return for McLaren. But 46 is still not bad. Like I said, you still beat me by 5 points with the McLaren switch.
And it could have been 10.
If I only went for Mick over Russell, I would have come out on top.
Would it have? But hey.
Yep.
Never know. Right, anyway, so we go back to Gran Premio Portugal 21.
21.
Didn't really work. But anyway, so, yes, as we've seen, 181, I think it was a decent score for the race week. If you're around the 180s, 170s, it's generally a pretty solid points return.
Solid. Yeah. Joined
League. So we go into the F1 Fanatics League, and I think there's been some change at the top. Maybe. Don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. Let's go through the top 5.
We're going through the top 5. So, coming in at number 5 is Oliver T. with Relentless Comics Racing. 189 points. So what did I get? 181?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the team with Mick.
There you go. Difference. That's the team with Mick.
That's the team with Mick. That was the optimal team.
Well, don't know. It was only 22nd overall in the race week.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Could be joint 22nd though.
Yeah, there you go.
With 22 other people.
Yeah, I mean, Turbo and Lando would have helped.
Yes, yeah, I guess, yeah. Could that be the optimal team? Let's go.
Who knows? Raja. Team 1.
Raja Team 1?
Raja R.
Yeah, the same team, apart from Pierre Gasly over Charles Leclerc. Bam. But had Red Bull as your team, and you scored 190 overall with the Turbo Norris. Ah, there we go. Red Bull. Whoop, whoop. Let's go.
Stephen's high.
Team 3.
And we do have joint points again. Oh, wow, we've always got joint points in there. It looks like, it's exactly the same team. So continues to go from there and got 6 free subs as well. I don't think they used any of the sub bank. But great work. Turbo driver as well for Lando Norris. He is just killing it at the moment, Lando.
Yeah.
You just kind of feel like Turbo and Lando. I'm definitely going to Turbo Lando this week because I can't see Perez getting on the podium ahead of the Mercedes.
No.
But we'll come on to that in the preview. As we've said for about the millionth time this one. Number 2. Hetgeke Hype Team Pie.
Oh, Max Norris, Checo, Schumacher, Leclerc, McLaren. It's the team that I said was optimal until Red Bull came along and beat it. Nice team. 189 points. Very solid. Let's go.
And top with Charles Baz Racing. Shabank B. Better get to Shabank.
That's my team. Other than I turboed Leclerc over Norris. Big turbo pick there from Norris.
It could have all been different. But well done, Shabank. You are now top of the league.
Very nice.
And the highest placed non-mega driver. I mean, Team Rocket is looking in a very good position here. 190 points again. Turbo Checo, Lando, Sainz, big letdown for this weekend.
Yeah.
And Gasly there, but still 168.
Bit of a disappointing week, but still way up there with your mega in hand.
Absolutely. So when those mega drivers start to be used, when the streaks come into play, that's when it's really going to be interesting. Tiago Fernandez, 102.9 on the budget.
Nice.
Honestly, mega. Some mega money.
So is that about it for our review?
I think that's it about the review. There wasn't really much to talk about the race.
Yeah, so the guys, Lando, best turbo pick again, and Alpine looking strong. We thought they were done. They're looking strong. Could they have another strong weekend? Well, it's time for the preview. It's time for the Spanish Grand Prix fancy preview.
We're getting to the preview. So Portugal, you're gone. Spain, España 2021. Okay, so I'm just monitoring at the moment because 3 million in the budget to work with, but Red Bull will definitely be coming back in, which means probably losing out on
See you later, Checo.
Leclerc
Whoa!
or Checo. One of the two. I'd probably lose out on Leclerc.
Oh, interesting.
And bringing Gasly.
Okay, so top picks for
or
the Spanish
Ocon.
Grand Prix.
Or Ocon.
Is Lewis Hamilton a potential?
No.
Why
Is he
not?
on a streak?
No, but he could win.
Well, he'll win. Yeah, absolutely. But is he on a streak?
No, he's one
Then
streak.
the price is no.
Well, I don't know. Mick's shown he can score good points at a low cheap driver.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But you have to have 2 cheap drivers, don't you?
Yeah, George could have an okay weekend.
Gio!
No, Gio's too expensive, I think.
Not for the money bags that we've made, but for most people, yes, we would say Gio is too expensive on that. I think Lewis Hamilton's there. Just looking quick on dynamic pricing, Esteban Ocon. Oh, actually.
Yeah. He's the one to jump on.
Tell you what.
In the middle of the week.
Let's go.
You can do it right now.
You're going to see some live change. Live change right here. So we're going to manage the team. Okay. Leclerc.
Can't believe you're taking Leclerc out, but okay.
Well, I was worried about Checo, but...
You're derailing this preview. Just make the decision.
Wait, yeah. You know what? I'm going to take Checo out. Because he's not going to...
Why do you keep cancelling? This is painful to watch.
Look, we're just going to go... We're just going to take out Checo here. We're bringing in Ocon for the price change. He's your man that you want to bring in here. And then we're going to take out our constructor and we're going to bring Red Bull back in.
Oh my God.
That's what we're going to do. All right.
Okay.
There's our note. Are you okay with this?
Yes, please.
Okay, look at that. 4 million budget. That's lovely. Lovely to see. Lovely to see. Next. Are you sure you want to save these changes? Yes. Turbo driver Lando Norris. He's the man. If he can't turbo, no one can.
Anyway, on back to the top picks. I'm thinking Lewis Hamilton is a shout. Okay.
No.
I don't think he's completely no.
Well, okay. He's no 95%.
Because Mercedes look strong in Portimao.
I think he'll win the race.
Yes.
And but I still don't think he will get enough point difference.
If you can say that guy's very likely to win the race, I think he's always going to be a shout.
Well, yeah, obviously. But the gap in price, Stephen. Those points that, look, okay, so Max made up a spot, didn't he? Because he started P3 behind the Mercedes.
Yes.
So he gained +1 overtake point.
Yeah.
So we're talking the gap between, unless Lewis Hamilton gets fastest lap and pole position, which then Lewis Hamilton becomes more of an attractive proposition.
I think he's in for a shout. Someone could experiment. I think there could be some experimentation with the Lewis Hamilton team this weekend. Obviously, you've only got 3 subs, so if you didn't set it up in Portimao, it's going to be tricky to do it. But yeah, Max Verstappen is probably the safe top pick there as your top number 1 driver. What about the Valtteri Bottas train?
Choo-choo! No.
Okay, yeah. I'm not getting on board that train. I don't care if some people made it work.
It's between Lewis or Verstappen, and it's what you want to do. Do you want to sacrifice the other teams, or do you want to go all out and probably get your guaranteed race winner?
Yes.
It could all change up. You see, but Max Verstappen still can pull out a performance and win the race.
Exactly, yeah. Max is your go-to pick. But do you try to work Valtteri in with Max?
No.
No? Okay, he's not worth it.
I think Leclerc... I know Bottas goes higher. So technically, yeah, you're probably more guaranteed to get higher points.
So don't do it, but you'll do better if you do it. Sorry.
If you play your wild card, I think you can probably work.
There's a team there that you could get Max and Valtteri and still have a decent constructor or whatnot.
Yeah.
Experimentation. If you want to do wild cards, you can try a Lewis team. You can try a Max Bottas team. The options are there. But we're just talking about the safe picks, the good picks. That's Max Verstappen as your number 1. And then you're going to have either Leclerc, Checo, or Norris. Or
Norris is still a absolute must pick.
Yes.
For every team, Norris is there. Leclerc or Perez, I think, or Ricciardo goes in there. Ricciardo immediately bin. Vettel bin. Alonso bin. That's not them as drivers. That's just fancy-wise.
Value-wise. Points per
million or whatever. Yeah. Someone wanted us to do that if you could work that out.
I can't.
Nope. You see there, we've gone from that.
I should may be able to.
We'll see. Well, it may be a feature that we come to later on. But I think at the moment, Leclerc feels almost more guaranteed.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Ferrari because they looked so quick early on, and then Lando just bossed it. But I think they've got a good shout. Leclerc is just good guaranteed points. He beat his teammate again, not in qualifying. He had a bit of an off qualifying. It was a bit of a weird qualifying session because the wind and whatnot. So I think Leclerc's just guaranteed teammate points and guaranteed decent top 10 finish.
Yeah, and I think that's enough to sway it over the Checo at the moment.
Yes. Because with Checo, you get no teammate points. No, 0 teammate points. And you're probably not going to get fastest lap either.
Correct. Now, the man obviously I've brought in for the next bracket down, Gasly or Ocon. I think at the moment, if Alpine's performance from Portimao translates into Spain, then definitely over AlphaTauri.
Yep, they're kind of similar tracks, so you kind of expect Alpine to carry that momentum forward and get another. They look very solid in that top 10. And AlphaTauri, again, another disappointing one. Gasly not really been. Anyway, he got in the top 10, struggled to get in there. Esteban Ocon probably nips it for Barcelona.
Yeah, I think for the short term and also just in terms of money, I don't think the price, I don't think the point difference, unless obviously Ocon retires, is going to be huge between himself and Gasly. Cheaper than Gasly, and you're more likely to pick up the odd. I mean, I think he's probably already increased.
Maybe.
Since the race, I'm not sure. But he definitely seems to be one of the hot. He is the driver of the round to pick for making money and increasing. And if anything else, I will be competing for the highest, the team with the highest budget at the end of the season. That will be it. Goes from there. But that probably goes to that. The Yuki Tsunoda's...
Esteban has gone up.
The Yuki Tsunoda hype train is dead.
Yep.
For the time being.
He's actually dropping in price, so get off that train.
Yeah, if you've got him.
He's not finding any consistency at the moment, and Gasly is just bam, bam, bam. I'm a better driver. I'm getting your points.
Yeah, Giovinazzi and Raikkonen aren't too bad, I think, returns, but both kind of feel like at the higher end of the budget.
I feel like they're too expensive for non-top 10 challengers, but also not cheap enough to be your cheap driver.
Yeah, Giovinazzi is definitely the one out of the two that if I was going to pick, I would pick at this time.
I'd just avoid them. I would just put Alpha on the avoid list.
Yeah, but what I mean is, if you've gone Hamilton and you've got your budget and you've got an option between, so you've got Mick Schumacher in there and you've got an option between Russell and Giovinazzi, I would pick Giovinazzi.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Because the Alfa Romeo pace does seem to at least hold in the race, where I was worried when George Russell said, I can't tame the race. I would now, on the performance yesterday, Sunday, over the course of the season, I just don't think Russell's going to get you any points. Not any points, but not any significant points.
He sold me. He said on the Saturday, we're going to be challenging for points this weekend. He sold me. I was like, yes, Russell, let's do this. Let's get some big F1 fantasy points. And then in the race, he was like, can't drive. I can't drive.
Sad times. Sad times.
So, yeah.
So, bottom pick, Mick Schumacher.
Mick Schumacher, Mr. Consistent. He'll get you 11 points this weekend.
And actually overtook Latifi on track.
Yeah. He was quicker
than
Williams.
And that was a genuine one. Yeah. So, that was a very, very good performance from Mick Schumacher, actually. And he is, as much as Mazepin is not impressing in the other Haas, Mick Schumacher certainly really is. Quietly going on the radar, I didn't quite think, but that's more for probably the live stream that was earlier today on release when this comes out. But yeah.
Yep, I think that's about it.
That's about it. That is our review preview of the Spanish and Portugal Spanish.
Wait, we didn't do our top turbo pick. Lando Norris.
Screw it.
He's been the top turbo pick ever since. And there's
we've
just
been reluctant to get. If we had been on the Lando hype train from the start, who knows where we would have been?
Number one, guaranteed. Even without the Mega Drive, would be number one.
Maybe we'll see.
100%.
Okay, absolutely, Lando Norris. Yes, but that's it, guys. Let us know how you got on in the comments below. As always, you can join our Discord and join the fancy chat in there. It is always busy. Teams dropping people dropping their teams in that and getting kind of opinions. So if you want kind of live, up-to-date stuff going on there, but obviously in the comments below, you can let us know and we'll keep you up to date. Let us know if there's anything more you want us to go through in the videos as well. We can always kind of add into our reviews and previews on that basis. But yeah, good luck everyone at the Spanish Grand Prix. Well done for everyone at the Portimao Grand Prix. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Keep pushing. The Mega Driver's choice between Lewis or Max is upon us.
Oh yeah, at Monaco. Oh,
that might be wildcard week. It might be.
Yeah.
But we shall see. But if you're new around here or haven't done so already, Steve, what can they do?
They can like, subscribe and ding that bell.
Ding it! So for now, UF1 fans, keep racing!